Hello there, guys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord News. Here we go. Hup! On December 9th, which is about, I think, 4 days ago or 5 days ago from the day you're going to be seeing this video, the next Bannerlord blog, the next developer blog was put up on the Tailworld's website. Of course, links in the description. You can check those after the video. And in this blog post, Tailworlds tells us about their engine programmers, what they call the engine engineers, and they keep referring to them as the super powerful, super genius coding masters that basically control and shape the game. But I mean, they are the people who are writing the code for the engine, and the game engine is basically things like how physics works, how damage is calculated, and it really places constraints on the system in general and kind of lets you know what you can and what you can't do. So not a lot of screenshots came out in this post, but the ones that did come out was actual in-game footage. So let's get right into the screenshots. Here's the first one. This is just the image of the room that the engineers use to basically write all their code. And they talked a little bit in the blog post how they're creating customized tools. They're not just buying or using already existing tools. They're making their own tools to customize the game, to build the scenes, to maybe write them some of the scripts, and make things a little bit easier for the modders, because modding is a huge part of Mountain Blade, and Tailworlds know this, and they've always supported modding. In fact, the DLC or the expansion packs originally came from mods or mod ideas. So yeah, that's them in the room chilling. You can go ahead and read lots of the stuff on their page, but we're gonna get right into the scene editor screenshots over here. On the scene editor, you can see that generally we're seeing a lot more higher poly structures. Those huts there, pretty nice and round. The rocks look pretty decently textured. Really nice texture on the ground, actually. That dirt looks really nice. I don't see any duplicate items, actually. Maybe I'm just a scrub, but I don't really see any duplicate items. So lots of cool, high poly looking models, which is fantastic to see. And in this particular screenshot, they were talking about something that they called flora paint. So if you look on that picture, you see kind of like two rings. You're basically going to be able to select a preset. So like you can see there, they've got desert rubble stone selected. And this is inside of the scene editor for all people who don't know. So this allows you to actually make your own maps in Warband. You can actually do this. If you go to any map, you can edit it and change things around if you got edit mode on, but we'll leave that to another day. So you can see here that you can change and customize lots of different variables and properties. You can change things like, you know, the size, the type of plant, how big the rocks are, how small, the height. It's just absolutely fantastic when you compare it with the previous scene editor in Mountain Blade Warband, and I'm going to pop that on your screen now, and you're going to be able to see that the Bannerlord stuff looks so much more professional, and it's like Warband was an experiment, and this is the real thing, you know, and I'm super excited for it. So that's in terms of the scene editor. The next picture that we've got over here in this release is going to demonstrate to us a little bit of the atmospheric effect. Again, some really cool, nice in-game screenshots here. I'm pretty sure the grass is going to be dynamic and move. That tree in the background is definitely better than some of the trees that we have in Warband now. The buildings, again, look more high poly, but I'm not so sure about that mountain in the background. But I'm sure that's lots of the things that we're seeing here is a placeholder. But the reason they're showing you this image is they want to show you the change of imagery from daytime to nighttime. So here we are, daytime, nighttime, bam! Look at that, guys. There's going to be daytime shift cycles in Mountain Blade Bannerlord. The day is going to change, and it's going to affect the different kind of atmospheric variables that we can see here. You've got a slope, height, direction, and I'm sure you'll be able to, you know, come in here and play around with it if you're into this kind of thing. And look, there's things like water flow and flora, and it's really, really cool. And here, this night shot, it just looks so beautiful. Like, the light is shining really nicely. The fog there, the little bit of fog kind of between the buildings, and you can see that the fire on the farther side is kind of more blurry, while the ones that are closer to it are more sharp. It's fantastic. I mean, it's definitely something that Warband lacked. I'm not gonna lie, the Warband night scene was pretty bland. It looked pretty video gamey, but this is a huge step, I must say, and it's getting me so excited for Mount and Blade Bannerlord 2. So those are the examples of the of some of the things that were talked about in the blog. Again, check the links in the description to have a read yourself. It's really well written. It's a nice read. Follow me on Twitter for constant updates on Mount and Blade and other games. Also, remember to like and follow Mount and Blade at their Facebook and at Mount_and_Blade on Twitter. Thanks for watching, guys. Look out for the next one, and I'll see you next time.